Hello you guys, what is up? I'm so excited for today's video because I'm so excited for this product. The minute I saw Colourpop come out with their Pretty Fresh foundation, I knew they were gonna come out with a concealer and I was pumped. Like, I was so excited for their Pretty Fresh foundation that I wanted to get it even though I don't wear foundation. So I'm glad they actually came out with a concealer. So today's video is going to be a comparison wear test of the Colourpop No Filter concealer, which they have already had out, and then their new Pretty Fresh concealer. And I could not be more excited because this one is pretty dry on me. So I'm excited to see how this goes. This shade maybe looks a little light, and then this one is just a little dark after it oxidizes. So I'm hoping we'll make it work. This side's gonna be the No Filter, and this side is probably gonna be the Pretty Fresh. Probably. I have like equal amounts of like acne scarring on each side, so I already put on my hydrating under eye cream. I do that every single time before I put on concealer, and I'm just going to kind of treat it like I would any concealer. Oh my god. I'm probably going to set it a tiny bit. First I'm going to go in with the Colourpop No Filter. I'm gonna just blend this out first, and then I'll go in with the other one too. So lately I've actually been blending my concealer out with a brush. I know you're probably gonna say if you have dry skin you should use a damp sponge. But it really, I don't know, on my skin it kind of turns out a little weird, and I've just been really enjoying using a brush. So I really like how this Colourpop No Filter concealer looks blended out with this brush specifically. It's the Morphe G2. Okay, and normally at this amount I'll add just the smallest amount back to the under eyes, since I have not been sleeping. No matter what, I feel like both concealers are gonna start looking, oh my god, are gonna look a little bit dry around my nose. My nose is just having a rough time. Okay, now I'm gonna clean this brush up and use the other side. There. I haven't even opened this, you guys, yet. I'm so excited. Oh my god. It actually has the same applicator. I didn't know that. Oh. So right away it does feel thicker. I'll zoom you guys in once I get them both on so we can take a look. Hopefully this one oxidizes, dudes. Let it sit a little bit just like I let the other. Oh, she thick. Oh, she light. Oh god. Okay. It is dewy, which I like. I love a dewy concealer, but it also hasn't set down completely yet. Neither of them look particularly great on my nose. Like I said, I have a lot of dry patches going on my nose right now. But the color also doesn't look too bad for me. It's just a matter of this one's a little too dark for my skin and this one is slightly too light. So we're going to be dealing with that throughout the video, but hopefully it'll look better once I get all my makeup done. This one's already starting to crease a bit, and I'm going to see what this one does. So the lights are down a bit so you can kind of see better what it looks like. Sorry you have to look at my face this close up. Obviously the shade looks a little better here, except you can tell it's darker. I don't know. As for coverage, I kind of feel like they have about the same amount of coverage. So alright, now letting them kind of sit, I think this one has oxidized a little bit. And it definitely is more brightening than this one under my eye because it is a lighter shade. So I think I'm going to add just a tiny bit more on some blemishes on my chin. This side has a little more acne scar, and this one kind of has a little more raised blemishes at the moment. So there's that. It really does blend out nice though. Ooh. But like the Colourpop, the no filter concealer also blends out nice. I'm going to actually, having it just sit here, like I'm going to set it a little bit today just because that's normally what most people do. But it looks good even not set. Like obviously like right here is creasing a bit, but under my eye is not too bad. It kind of just looks luminous and juicy. I am going to set it a tiny bit though, just in those crease areas, because that's the same. I'm going to do it here because here is creasing a bit more under there. But I also have had this one on for a little longer, so keep that in mind as well. I'm going to go set a tiny bit, finish my makeup, and I will be right back. I literally just walked to the bathroom and then came back. Like not much time has passed at all, but this side already, like you can tell in some spots, like I'm obviously wearing something on my face, like some concealer, but this side really, other than like the little crease that's right here, looks like skin. Like the concealer is really undetectable right now on that side. I'm hoping you'll be able to see. Which already the no filter concealer is like fine, but this side literally just looks like my skin. Like I feel like I could even add more and see what I can get for more coverage out of it, which I think I will right now because I think I actually added a tiny bit more on this side, and so I'm just gonna add a little bit and see what that looks like. It is not creasing nearly as much as this side, but anyways. Hopefully that'll oxidize a little bit more because now I'm looking even more bright. Alright, now I'm for real gonna set and finish my makeup. I did pretty minimal makeup. I just put on some highlighter, some blush. I set a tiny bit like I said I was going to, and brows and mascara. So let's take a look. So I do think this shade maybe looks a little better on my skin right now, but with winter coming in, like I'm not worried about this shade I chose anyways. Hopefully you can see. This side is creasing significantly more than this side, which I'm surprised about because of the formula. This concealer, the no filter concealer, already is a pretty creasy concealer. So I'm surprised that this one is just not creasing like crazy. This one is more than this one. And this side is so, this side already is, I mean I do have highlighter on, but this side does kind of feel and look like it is already sucking up my moisture, whereas like it's a matte concealer, so matte. This one's more of a dewy hydrating situation, so can be confirmed this is more hydrating than this one. I'm so pumped about this, especially for the winter time, and my skin is just dry overall. So let's, hopefully you can see in the close-ups what I'm seeing. I'm kind of worried you won't be able to, but the no filter concealer is a little less flawless than this one. It just, some spots look a little more makeup-y, whereas this one kind of just looks like my skin. Whereas the Pretty Fresh just kind of looks like my skin. But let's see how they wear throughout the day. I'm going to wear this as long as I can throughout the day and do little check-ins. Hey you guys, what is up? So I just filmed a video and here's what we're looking like. I'm in different lighting now so you can kind of see. Neither side is looking particularly swell. However, this side does feel a lot more hydrated. It does, if it will focus, still look kind of dry. I don't know if you're going to be able to pick it up. Like, they kind of look about the same, but this one feels more hydrated, if that makes sense. So, yeah, dudes, I guess we'll check up. I mean, from a distance, it looks fine, but I guess I'll check up later. Hello, you guys. What is up? So, it is now almost 5 o'clock. I finished applying it around noon, I think, maybe slightly before noon. So here's what we're looking like now. Hopefully you can see. I used my Essence mascara today, and there's more mascara transfer on this side. For sure, it is more of like a tacky emollient concealer, which I don't mind too bad. Except I kind of think they look so similar, except this one just feels a little bit heavier. But I guess we'll see at the end of the day. There are some mascara flakes too, but I'm not going to try and move them in case I like move the concealer. I don't know. There is more creases under this eye, but still. So yeah. Hello you guys, what is up? So it's the end of the day and I have some thoughts. So first I'll just give you a close-up. There's no natural light anymore, so I'm just gonna do the best I can. Here's what they're looking like right now. I'm slightly torn because for a while today I was looking in the mirror and I really couldn't tell much of a big difference other than this eye feels heavier. So the makeup on this eye does feel heavier. The concealer just feels a little more makeup-y. However, it looks less makeup-y. So it depends on if you would rather feel like you're wearing more makeup or look like you're not wearing makeup. Does that make sense? This side feels a little lighter, this side feels more makeup-y, but this one looks like less makeup-y and this one looks a little more cakey. And I did the boyfriend test. I asked him what he thought, and from a distance he liked this one because he thought there was more coverage. It hid my dark circles a little better. But then I asked him about dryness and he said this side definitely looked more dry and this one looked like skin to him. And he said that if you're gonna be close up to someone's face, then you might want to be wearing this one because this one just looks a little more cakey. So that was his thoughts on that. He's a professional. They both really held up relatively well and quite similar. So I do think I'm preferring this one, although it does feel a little heavier. It is just a touch more hydrating and it has hyaluronic acid in it anyways, although I'm not sure how like active it is or how much it's actually doing for my skin. It does have some good ingredients in there, so that's a plus always. But yeah, as for what I'm going to be using in the future, both of them, there's really not too huge of a difference. Probably will lean more towards the Pretty Fresh concealer, because it is more catered to my skin type. I have dry skin and it just looks a little better on me. So yeah, there's that. One other thing is the Pretty Fresh concealer. Since I didn't set it too much, my mascara did transfer a bit more than on this side, but not a big deal to me considering it looked much more like skin than this side. So leave a comment down below what you thought. Did you try the Pretty Fresh concealer? What do you think of it? Have you tested it against the no filter concealer? And yeah, let me know what videos in the future you want to see. So thanks for watching and I will see you in the next one if you watch it.